Hi guys. I believe it's a beautiful Sunday. You're seated there with your families. Some of you are there with your loved ones. And then others are, of course, with their children. Others are with their teachers. Abambali kusomero. You know, kwegamba buli omu ali ku bibi. Others are in hostel. Wherever you are watching us, we salute you. It's the Girls Club with your girl Becky. I believe it's a good evening. Today, we have an interesting topic. Definitely, along the way, I happen to meet campusers. Today, I host campusers, two campusers. They will introduce themselves. And of course, I need them to tell us who a handsome man is. Some of you will say a 6-pack, an 8-pack, money how many packs. Another one will say someone with a long nose. Another one will say pockets. Kwegamba, you're going to hear views of what the girls have, of who a handsome man should be. I will begin with this side. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Vanessa.
No.
My name is Vanessa, student at UNCAT.
Okay.
Yeah. Happy to be here, Becky.
Thank you.
Called Sifa.
Sifa.
Sifa Judith. Happy to be here.
Okay. Judith just told me she's an upcoming gospel artist. Can I hear an a cappella from you?
Yeah. It's a cappella from my song. It's called Yesu Jangu. Jangu wegazanye.
Yeah.
Umutima wegazanye. Mbere uwo.
Wow. Very interesting. The voice is beautiful. You could hear. Okay, guys, I know you're just excited about the topic. Oli musajja oli eyo weebuuza omusajja omulungi yani oyinza okuba nga wakola olususu naye ng'abawala tebakulabawo kaakati essaawa tulabe oba wakola kapaaka, but girls don't understand that. Guys, maybe you made some moolah as we call it, but they don't understand who is a handsome guy. I want to remind you that Hotel Triangle has got you covered. You have your birthdays, you have weddings, you have all sorts of functions. Hotel Triangle has got you covered. It's just located here near the Crafts Village. Come check out their prices. They are favorable and the place is very conducive. And of course, your girl Becky, you have birthdays, proposals. Oh yeah, Yogamba, how do I surprise my girlfriend Banange? I want to reconcile with mom, but you know, I need a surprise for her. All those sorts of things. I got you covered. And my number is on your screen. Yeah, I'll begin with this side, madam. We want energy. Who is a handsome guy to you, Vanessa?
To me, seriously, to me, it depends. It depends on the situation I'm in. Not like these days. I'm very broke. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so broke.
So in that case,
a handsome guy is one who has got moolah. Not the small guy.
Meanwhile, moolah is money.
Yeah, who has got money.
Mama.
Yeah. Now, if I get rich, I'm no longer handsome. Now we are looking for another phase.
What?
Now, if I happen to be heartbroken, in that situation, you're so down. Then I need a guy who will just give me the comfort.
In that case, a guy who has
expecting a call at 9, give me the call. But then after getting over the heartbreak, you're also no longer handsome because your role is done.
Okay.
Yeah, keep moving on like that.
I hope you are not a player.
No, that's not
because if the expectation,
right now the situation she's in, she needs such a person, and automatically God will give you that person.
I'm still hearing the list. Go on.
Now, when you feel now you want to be in a relationship, then there, and some guys are real needed. Now there you will look at the behavior part. You'll be like, in the first relationship, the other guy will do this. So in this relationship, I don't expect the other mistakes.
So assuming the guy was a drunkard in the past relationship, if he comes again this time in this relationship, you will not accept?
No.
Okay.
That chapter was closed with drunkards. Now, it will depend on the person who has come this time. The
okay.
It was a the other time it was a drunkard, and this time I happened to get let me see.
And how long is that?
And how long is that anyway?
Changing.
You keep on changing.
From one to the other.
Yeah,
to
to
the
the
other.
Until I meet
other.
the right one.
Until.
You know, okay, it's obvious you want notes and it's the right one. But still, time will come and you'll be like, I think now I'm done. I'm done doing all this. This is
And you want to
bullshit. And
settle.
like, I now need to settle.
Now in that case, settling. Who is that handsome person that you'd want to settle for? Or for you, you don't mind about someone being handsome, you know?
Now, for the case of settling, what it is a minute to be handsome,
Eh.
there's God fearing.
Uh-huh.
You may have all the money, but if you don't fear God,
Eh.
you're useless.
Okay.
Even so ugly.
Now you're starting to talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
To talk. I've been talking.
I want to hear your views.
That is the God. There's God fearing. And also, now there's this physical appearance.
Now that one.
Look at
Uh-huh.
That one. Before you go to the heart,
Eh.
that one. The physical appearance, just the way you look. Now, like for me, I'm fat. I'm fat, tall. You don't expect to get a dwarf. Yeah, you also come knowing, yeah, if it is settling down, I can make her settle down. But it dwarf. Can you really make me settle down?
Why
You really
not?
dwarf?
Why not? We have already seen
my.
couples.
Okay.
Many of them, countless.
So
I think when it comes to that point,
I will disagree with you, Vanessa. A dwarf, you've even called someone a dwarf. There is someone, do you mean someone being not tall?
Short. No, there's being short and too short. There. Okay,
So,
maybe I've used the wrong word dwarf.
Or like haven't
No,
you
it's
seen
okay.
couples before and one is taller than
Until
the
they
lady is
asked me,
taller than.
according to me,
According to you, yes, who is a handsome man?
those ones have their own.
But there are those who may appear short, but they are tall in other
Financially, and they
things.
have all the other qualities.
Other
you mentioned
qualities,
earlier.
yes.
No,
Wouldn't
For you, not
compromise
you
that?
don't. Okay.
no.
I'm hearing
You
you.
have the mood, you have everything.
Uh-huh.
God fearing, and you're short.
You want an American
Wait for your fellow
height.
short person.
Oh dear.
Now, like
Hey, Vanessa.
appearance.
Vanessa, really?
That's for a fact. That's for a fact. I enter my dad's house and I'm like, you know what? This is the guy I've brought.
Okay.
Okay. They might say if you love each other, we're okay with that. You know, most times parents don't intervene a lot. And if you like,
Sometimes
you have that
they
parent,
do,
and
yeah.
if you have that parent who doesn't intervene in your issues, then you're okay. Now, let's say they don't intervene a lot. You go to the, what is it called? Introduction. Yeah? Introduction part, the conjugal part. Watching, you've invited a lot of people, and on the Senga going to remove the man, just like your young brother. No,
He's yours. No, I think on that point,
Yeah.
you remember that when you're choosing a partner, you're not marrying for your clan, you're not marrying for your friends.
Yeah.
What people are going to come on the
What if I
Kwanjula?
have a reason why I'm
No,
marrying that person?
because I want to give an example. You can call a person shorter than you, but when they're giving you peace, and your so-called American height is literally making you cry. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm not to you.
Be alone,
So I
pray.
think that since I remember that this is a lifetime decision. It's not something you're going to do today and tomorrow you're going to change your mind.
Yeah.
So I think that peace is should be at least if at all she would tell me that they are stressing, but no, she's only saying height. So I don't think that point is really that.
You know, when a
According
man is
to-
arguing, you feel
Oh,
like
dear.
telling him, please stand up, I'm not seeing you. When he's standing up,
Vanessa.
no.
No, Vanessa, that's insulting. I want to tell you actually, Vane, that there are some men who may not appear tall, but they literally, the traits they have in their spirit are actually tall.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Yes, you may not see that, but I want to open up your image that you have to a bigger picture, because now we've found very tall men, and their hearts are actually short.
Yeah, you're right.
Their hearts are actually short.
You're right.
And sometimes you can miss it out because you're concentrating on the heights.
Exactly.
You see? Yeah, I think Anyway, that was according to your view. I need to hear the different views, but you need to consider it and change your mindset.
No, you're right. But you know, even when I'm praying for a man, whenever when I'm praying for a man, I'm like, if I'm having 10 qualities, I know he may come when he's not having all that 10.
Yeah.
But let him have something like call it 5. The 5 we shall get.
Okay, I'm hearing you.
You get.
Uh-huh.
And a man who respects you.
Yeah.
If you respect me, you respect my family members, you respect the company I have around
That's
me.
still a handsome man.
So handsome. Now imagine that you're here seated with your friends. Your man comes in, he shouts at you in front of your friends. He shouts at you like, you bet, why didn't you cook? You get that feeling? Now to us who are short-tempered,
Okay,
you can be like, for real, was I in my right senses getting this man? You know, because he has found you out, maybe you didn't inform him. Okay, it's so bad to go out if you're married and you didn't inform your partner. You didn't inform him. He finds you. Like, now we're here. He finds you. When did you come here? Why didn't you tell me you're coming here? I also like a man who gives me my peace. This one is also handsome. Give me my peace. If it is privacy, let's respect each other's privacy. If my phone is there, it has no password. Don't touch it.
Okay.
But if your phone is there and has no password, allow me
Why
touch
should your
it.
partner touch it in the first place?
Hey.
Are you hiding something from them?
So for you, okay with
that
your
is
your
private.
No, I'm okay as long as you're the person. Unless maybe what she said, unless you are a player. Why would you find me a pro?
Okay,
How can
now
I reach
according
time
to
of
you,
getting
who is
married
a
and I'm
handsome man?
there?
Yeah, so
Who is a handsome man to you?
okay, leaving Vanessa's points aside. I think first and foremost, what she said, for me, a God-fearing would be a very, very big factor. So
Who is a God-fearing man
a
for you?
God-fearing person is not just a person who goes to church, but is a person who is really transformed. Because now for me, for example, I'm a born-again girl. So I expect someone who is born-again, filled with the Spirit and genuinely following God. And they love God, and they can also see that they are bearing fruits.
Okay.
Not just
Fruits like
fruits of the Holy Spirit. Love, joy, peace, and all that.
You should come for my brother.
He's
just
like
like
that.
Just like that.
That
my
type.
dear.
But what?
My dear.
What? Yes, no, but you know why we always at least say born again? Because at least we always have somewhere we can run back to.
Yeah.
But when you get someone who is totally into the world, even before I give my other qualities, you see that this, because they don't have Christ, it will drag out everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
The rest of the things will not make sense.
Okay.
Whether you have the money, whether you have what, you for example, he may have the money and then he has other 4 wives. Now, like some people will not mention because you have to be respectful to everybody.
No.
And you're for other people. As an example, you're going to be there. Yes, this person has money, but you're stressed. Every single time you're there, messages to someone is insulting you on your phone. But if your person is born again, how will such things happen? Even though we may not have that kind of much money.
You know, see, for that thing of being born again, being God-fearing, That's why I was telling you, come for my brother.
You don't fancy that?
No, I like such a person, obviously.
Yeah.
The other person is always handsome. Person fears God. Blisawa yebulirira.
Okay.
Even when you blame him.
Naye kati bw'abanga atya Katonda naye nga qualities ezimu zoyogeddeko eza handsome ezo tazirina tukola tutya? Awo toyagala?
Anoonya abalala.
Okay. That's Vanessa. Well, Vanessa says as long as you don't have some of the qualities that she's looking for, you're not handsome, even if you fear God. I still have to hear from Shifa.
Okay, now
Sifa.
I think my other point.
A handsome man.
A handsome man. I think someone who is a man who is responsible. I think that I can put all my strength as well, because some people hide their irresponsibility behind being God-fearing. For example, you're a young man. I mean, you don't think about maybe working or things like that.
Okay.
And then you find that these are the very people who want girls who are working or who have lots of money. But then they're saying, you know what, me, I'm in church, I'm God-fearing, what. At least, have a clear vision.
There, you're very right. Let them listen and start working.
Have a clear vision.
Have a clear
Yeah, what do you mean by clear vision?
Okay, yes, it is not wrong to say, okay, now for example, now since me I'm a gospel artist, so I meet lots of ministers. But there, means at least you show some reasonable level of being responsible. I think Becky, you're
That
getting
is
my
also
point.
another reason.
What do you mean by being responsible? In which
Being
way? Please make it broad.
Now, for example, like cannot be there and maybe you can't even, maybe let's say at church, you can't even think about maybe getting a place to stay of your own. And then and when you come to me, then you say that God cares and you want me to kind of push up everything and just go blindly. No, God, that's why God put the head on us. You have to use your brains as
I
well.
don't want a man who's just good fearing.
No.
That's it.
No,
He will
but-
tell you.
but maybe
you will
they
ask,
don't
where are you
even
from? I'm from church.
Yes.
And you're like, have you made some money today? I've been at church all day.
Oh,
Like, how are you going to eat
also
church?
God can provide, by the way, but it's different. Okay.
So for you, a handsome
now you
man.
tell me-
Okay, I'm also getting another point. A handsome man to you is a man who works.
No, no, I was just showing Sifa that on the other hand, what she's saying is right. You have to be God-fearing and also responsible.
Okay.
Because you know you have a family, but you decide to spend the whole day at church. Yes, God provides. But He can't provide to you when you're just seated there. Are
Okay.
all pastors rich people?
Okay, now
They are not rich,
now
but
that- on that
because I
point-
think they also have a way they work. You get, they get the money. You wake up in the morning, you go to church. It's not a bad thing to go to church. Monday you go, Tuesday you go, the whole week you go to church. Eh? We are home. We have kids in case, and you're going to church. Every day you spend there the whole day.
But
Are they
someone
going to
can
eat
go.
stones?
But someone can go when they have. No, the point I was being of being responsible. For example, someone can plan. When you know that, for example, you are a full-time minister, it's not wrong because there are people who God calls, and according to the promises of God, He always provides. Remember that the Levites, their portion is always in the house of God. But someone can be that they are neither full-time. So basically, I yet can't see a clear picture. You come to me and I can't see a clear picture of what you're talking about. If you're full-time, at least you can set up a side business, isn't it? And if in case you do something aside, at least it can always support as you're doing ministry. But now also apart from the pastor and the workers of the church, all the other categories, at least they always have free time during the week.
You've never seen people who
So
spend days
if-
at church.
Yes, but so if you have free time during the week, you can always invest. You can always do something. For example, farming. Let me get into farming. Farming is a very good thing. And you don't have to always be at your farm. It's just seasons. You go, you plant your things. At least, basically, you're showing me that that I can.
So
I can-
now,
I can
someone,
take
a
care
young
of
man
you.
is at campus. They have not yet started. Maybe they've not gotten time to farm and all those things. In that case, they are not handsome. Wouldn't you date a
Okay,
campus
Okay,
man?
now there.
You were fresh and no.
Okay,
You would
now-
not date a you would not date a campus man.
I have issues.
And
and
you-
I also
Okay,
date a
for me,
person full of
okay.
issues.
Now there.
Now you if in that case if you cannot, so you mean you would run for
For the
older men?
No.
you
That also have
Could you have gotten an experience with a sugar daddy? Eh? Ah,
Tell us.
sugar daddy is to hell.
eh?
You big men, leave us.
No, by the time you say leave us, probably there is an experience you have.
You know those sugar daddies, they irritate.
Uh-huh.
Father Lord, forgive me those men irritate.
But they have the money you are talking about. Yes, well, families.
You know,
yeah.
They don't have money.
Sugar daddy will call you. And you'll be like, okay. You'll be like, you ask for money because obviously their role is money. I can't date a sugar daddy in England, but I'm going to take that man to my dad. The age group and then will be like, I think no come and marry me to money. You can't bring a man of my age group. So their role is money. He will call you. I just because they're always with their wives. Akuba misana nga ali ku mulimu.
I think she's really experienced.
They'll call you. I'm telling you. They'll call you. You'll be like, you know, my phone is this and this. I need some money. You'll be like, how much do you need? You make an amount you need. Let's say you say 200K. Oh yeah, okay. You'll
The
be
sugar
like,
daddy.
Yes. most times they don't have no problem of giving you money. But an issue comes, he will give you his money.
But
he
he
wants to chew you.
What?
Something in return.
Chewing.
Obviously, there are no such thing.
He wants to
This is okay. This is what campusers call chewing. Is giving in your body sex.
Exactly.
And now, if you've chewed their money, why don't you want to be chewed?
Our
If you
bodies are not to be chewed by
in the first
they're
place,
not
what
to be
was
chewed by
she
everyone, then that means that means that means you should not take their money.
Yes, and
Money
what
has to be taken.
and
It
what
has,
took you there
that is
in the first
actually
place?
recently we're talking about the two things. You don't love someone, don't rob them.
What do you mean don't rob?
You're robbing. You're robbing.
So you have to pay something. I mean, there's nothing for free.
Yeah.
There's
Yes,
nothing
if you
for
go and you take his money, you have to pay. Who told you there are free things in this world?
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to-
I was still saying, okay, concerning the question you asked us about whether I would date a fresher. For me, I think that I love so much the Bible. The Bible says, "From the fullness of the heart, the mouth speaks." So you listen to someone. No, there are many ways of judging a person. So because money is not real, money is made. So you hear what a person is saying, and from what they are saying, you can always judge. Because for me, I think that when someone gives you an idea,
Okay.
it's worth more than someone giving you 1 million shillings.
Yeah.
This is the 21st century.
No, let me first
Okay.
finish. Because the 1 million, you're going to eat it, it's going to be done. And the best you will do maybe is put on the latest dresses, go around, eat and it's done. But when someone has $1 million idea and they give it to you and you implement it, you can live on that idea, you and your children to come. So you listen to this young man. I mean, you give the person a chance. You listen.
When will he make money?
When he will make it.
Back to the point once again that who is a handsome man to you?
Yes, so I think I'm done with that point of being responsible.
Yeah.
So at least have somewhere you stay in. Now when you take me, and maybe now I start having children, is my baby going to sleep at the church?
No.
So we have at least to have a home to pay the bills of the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, these days we go.
In other words, you should have something to
some
do.
level of yes. Okay, okay, he may also take because
What if
some
you have
churches do pay
and you
by
can
the way.
support him?
Now that point.
Yeah. What if you have a lot of money? For example, you finish campus, you get a big job somewhere, and then a guy comes, he sleeps at church, and he's God fearing, like you have told us. He's God fearing. What is your view now, you Sifa? You mean you refuse them?
Okay,
you see, he has the qualities of a good man, but he just has enough where to sleep.
Now, that point we can argue until tomorrow. Because these days there is a very, 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 very terrible vice among the boys. And this is not only church boys. They are always after
Girls who have some money.
Yes.
True.
And,
Is that true? So you mean even you campusers have seen that?
Yeah, you also see it
Because now you imagine someone at campus is totally naive about such things.
no, because no, you will know because
Who will chase you when you have money? I thought when they see someone at campus, they imagine they are still studying. They have no time to go and.
No,
These
you know.
men.
No, some
men.
people,
They also
even
sit
young
down and
boys,
write notes.
even
Really?
the young boys,
Okay.
they do those things. So, if for example I have money, first of all you judge the motives, and that is why like those girls who are really blessed by God, they have to be very careful because they have double trouble. Because I actually even yesterday I just heard of a story of a guy who married a lady and actually he disguised and then during the courtship he hid all his bad manners. He would support her, give her some money, pay the bills and everything. But once they entered the marriage like this, the guy withdrew all the support. He withdrew all the money.
But he had.
He had a job, but for him, I think he had eyed this lady's money.
Oh.
And now he left. Imagine the lady buying food in the home. You see now the irresponsibility I was telling you about.
So in that case, that man is not handsome.
So ugly.
Not handsome at all. So if I have my money,
Okay.
I have to have a spirit of discernment. Obviously, it's very good also to be humble, but even though you have your money. Also, girls who have money are so proud. it is also wrong. You have to be
the
humble.
problem when girls
Yeah,
get
you have to
money,
be humble.
they feel they don't need men in their lives.
Yeah, they become so proud and arrogant. They think everybody who comes to them wants their money. No, but you also have to have wisdom because you will even chase your right person. Who knows? Maybe God gave you money so you can support that minister. Yeah, God can give you a husband, perhaps. But you see, he's good and he's really genuine. He loves you.
Yenganza muteka
Hey,
musente.
so it's a blessing. You work together.
Yeah, God also can umuzayo nazifuna.
Banange.
If someone is meant to be yours, embela separate for
Kakati
30
if
years,
they are
you
meant
come-
auntie if they are meant
Those
to
are
be
fairy
yours, you
tales.
accept them even when in that condition.
Becky, those are fairy tales of if someone is meant to be yours. You're supposed to work at relationships. Those things are in movies.
Safer.
Come back to the real life.
Unless the thing
Meant
is
to
society.
be, that is movies. That is Hollywood.
No,
Okay.
leave
There is
alone
nothing of
Hollywood.
meant to be. There is
See,
nothing of meant to be.
let me tell you
You're
something,
supposed to work
Sifa.
at something.
We've heard of stories. They break up after they get back together.
Okay,
You
yes,
know,
that's
if I'm someone is ribbed,
That's why you break up 40 times.
if I'm someone is ribbed, even if we break up 100 times,
And you break up and he gets married and you still think you're the rib.
era bajja kudivorcinga day one.
You see?
Adde wate kati bwabanga addewo ate oba wagaana waaki.
No. And another question.
You know,
so for you
these
were there
things,
waiting for him and you didn't get married all those years, waiting for him to be divorced.
No, how will I know the right person, obviously? Now, what I'm trying to say is, in case, kati, kama masisi ya speaking, honestly, me, sisa akuteka mo sente. Honestly, imposing or doing it two way.
Becky,
Like,
I would
if you
allow you to ask me to allow me to ask Nessa a question.
Ask.
Nessa, let me ask her a question. If maybe let me say, okay, now you're still young in your courtship, you find a guy has money, has a job. Maybe let me say he earns more than you. Maybe, okay, for you have your little job, and now immediately you get married because we've had these things. Your guy loses the job.
No,
Do you
I
leave
can
him?
understand.
And there's already a ring on your finger.
No,
Do
there
you
I
leave him?
can't. The moment I accept to
Means
get married to you,
you start becoming the bread.
I can endure
winner.
everything. And you know me, I was told by someone that more marriage, you have to endure each other's pain. Katuwaba ali broke. If I was there, tali broke. Racha temunge imbawo because he's broke. That is not an issue.
Okay, now girls, we're back. We are going to take a short break. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back from the short break. We are still on our topic. Who is a handsome man? And of course, today I happen to host these young girls. I need to hear their views. Many times we've had our mothers, tell us. But now these campus girls, what do they have to say about this? We've had different things. And of course, at the end of the day, I'll conclude with my remarks. Someone here just whispered about someone having a six-pack, a long nose, someone being... all those kinds of things. So now I need to hear Vanny. He just whispered.
You know, that physical appearance also has issues right now.
Okay.
That guy can appear there, you want him to appear ali handsome or face so attractive. Aina zi six pack see, ali broad, muwamvu, height zoyagala. Kwegambanga, when you look at him, olaba taina we akolachi. We are chama. But issues come the other side. You can appear here the way you want. Moto kama kisenge ngafala. Kato appearance here ebe muyambaji.
Wanji?
Hey, what is the use of the appearance? And you find the other one skinny.
Hey.
Toka manga size zo quality zoyagala nti oba ina long nose oba bichie.
In a six pack.
He's a star somewhere. Ati awa mazima handsome abereri skinny oyaba handsome.
Okay.
You also need satisfaction.
Okay.
If I can't get satisfaction, however handsome you are, no, you have halfly baked things.
That's Vanessa for you, huh?
Okay, about the physical appearance. I think, physical appearance. For me, there is only one point. Physical, I may not exactly kufanya about not get long nose, packs, but Yeah, I have to feel confident about.
Okay.
As long as I feel confident, because remember, this is a long-term thing. Because first we don't talk about just dating anyhow.
Me, I'm talking about dating.
Anyhow.
What is anyhow?
No, okay, like at least it has to have an aim. Yes, but at least at least as long as your looks, it's enough.
You're confident.
Yes,
You're confident. You can present them as your boyfriend was a loved one too.
Yes, and
to your loved ones.
And actually, a very very big turn off for anyone would be someone making the other feel that they don't make them confident enough. For example, yes, even if you're a guy out there and you feel that you being with me, I'm lacking something, I don't make you confident.
Okay.
Yes.
If that guy, yes, you have that guy, you come introduce him to me and be like, and I may ask you, describe your guy, and you will be like, he's fit to love. The way he is, only contented. Fit to love.
For me,
yes. Now, yeah. You go the other side. In the back room. For real, let me tell you something. Personally. So I look very confident with the way you look. Kuba Elia Basajanga, you watambla na you feel you're having a guy. And you're like, yes, Molina, but I'm also contented with what I have. You get. But only ashamed. And it is not so good to feel ashamed with the person you're dating.
Yeah.
Because if you're ashamed, what you are motivated.
And yes, I think I agree with you. It's a turn off. Seriously.
I'm hearing.
It's so bad. It's so
yeah,
bad.
You can't also
why did you approach the person in the first place?
In public,
yeah. Yeah.
You've met your friends and you're like, she's called this. Now, like, you introduce me, she's Vanessa. I'll be like, Vanessa, your dog, your puppet.
Players.
Like Vanessa, my girlfriend.
Because
players,
the other two other girls.
But there are players who have that who you feel you can be confident about.
No.
And these days men don't show a lot that they are playing. A guy will show you that you're one.
With
you're the only one.
Until you go and you introduce her as a sister.
Me, I tell you, I've been introduced as a friend.
Yes, he's a boyfriend. When no yakuyamba friend, yani kwanjuddenga sister we.
And me, I'm so dry. I was like, what am I? This is introducing me. What am I? And they're all like, what do you mean? And I was like, she's my friend. I was like, Bella, open. I'm not just your friend.
You tried in him. You tried in him.
You people don't laugh because this is real.
Very interesting.
You know,
even the love reduces by
I know.
Yes, never be you walk during what?
No, love
it's like he has put you in your rightful place.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, auntie bakula zeti kati okoma you a friend.
Those people
just start introducing them in public, friend. Then you're just a friend.
And that's really what
and
you
that's
are.
what you are.
These other background lights.
But each time you see me as a friend.
Kati what happened after? What you concluding got?
How does it have to end? When you introduce your girlfriend to people, when you learn that I'm your girlfriend, you introduce me to people. You feel I'm not that tasty. Public. How to end things.
Becky, that is what I was saying about being confident. It simply means your guy is not confident about you, and it is better let him get someone who are confident.
Yes, that is so true.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a very bad thing.
But even these guys are so confused.
So even for me, like when I see a person, even before I say yes, as long as I feel I'm confident about you.
And Vanessa, aren't there certain physical things that you can literally change about a man to make them appear handsome in the image that you actually want them to be?
I don't really think so. Because a guy, you're now going to date that guy. He's fit to love. He's fit to be loved by you.
Okay.
Like your guy can't come. No mlava ngataina qualities ya guy no malaga mukiriza. Unless what? Ne waleti enyira.
wallet. There's a problem
but
there.
There I'll disagree a little bit because we have also seen this whereby people, ladies, actually ladies have a lot of power. Like you can literally transform a guy. He can be everything is fine. He has the money. You see Nenga, for example, he doesn't want to bathe, things like that. And only bathing will do the transformation.
He has a bad old diet.
Or getting him the right clothes. For example, now, but I'm talking about when you're married.
If you're dating, you cannot work on them because you're dating.
You can. Okay, no, you can.
We're having fun.
You can.
Or if you can't afford, but you can advise. Yeah, you can advise and maybe on the
that
type
is so
of
true.
clothes
That is when antichengeza kugamba nti
you encourage them to bathe and such things.
Physical attraction gy'oyagala ebiseera ebisinga kati ngaffe we normally have a tendency gyagamba kati ono.
And if I may ask, Vani, how do you describe a person who has a heavy wallet?
They show off.
So gwe bw'otunuulira in that case kati nga bwe wasose
they have a problem. They show off. Aba ayagala akulage nti alina ssente ate akulaga nti alina ssente kyokka ayagala love and you're like love is not bought. You get love is just that feeling you develop. Jangu nkwani ndabe interest yo ndabe nange tandika okulaba if I'm dating him how far can it go. If I'm dating him tusobola like.
But I thought that people always give to whom they love, also.
Yeah,
true.
Some people can have the money negana buganaziku.
True.
And those are just signs of a person not even interested in the first place.
Nakulaga nti alina ssente okitegeera and for us we have our weakness. Me personally I have a weakness. You show me you have money, trust me you can't get my love. Njakulaga nti nkwagala naye nga ndi mwavu
nga you're just chewing his molar.
I'll be like hi honey naye nga mazima really
you don't love.
I want you to reply and you'll be like how are you? I'm broke.
Okay.
Full stop, I'm broke. I'll be like why are you broke?
The guy nga mala kuwa.
These days I'm not okay.
Well, this is the view that the girls have, the campus girls have when you try to hear. Obadde oli eyo oli muzadde probably owuliriza webuuza like you need to hear what the young girls have, the views they have about of course there are some that are justifiable and there are those that are not justifiable, but to every girl that is watching right now I would give some of my views. Number one, a handsome man is a God-fearing man. Who is a God-fearing man? A man that eschews evil. Omusajja akyawa ekibi. To me is a handsome man.
Asobola okyawa ekibi nga ye ekibi.
Self is a definition of evil.
No. And of course, the number one thing is the heart. Yeah, the heart is, and I want to tell every girl that is watching that when you go to God concerning a man that has come in your life, the first thing the Holy Spirit will actually table is the heart of the man. Be keen, do some tests about them and see how do they treat others. There are some who are really disrespectful. He will find you speaking to another man, probably there is even no affair, and the way they react will be amazing. As actually talking about a friend of mine who once had a boyfriend who would even skip fences. It's just a boyfriend, and of course at the end of the day they could not stay together. Yes. The insecurity was too much. Atenga waliwo disrespect nene. Naye also to tell girls that focus and not a man that knows the word. A man that knows the word of God may have some weaknesses. I keep on emphasizing
Pastors these days, you can't trust them.
Pastors,
All those so-called ministers who know all the Bible, because they
you can know the Bible, but the word is not rooted in you. You understand? Because at the end of the day, I want us to know that you'll never find a perfect person.
True.
True.
No woman
So
is
yeah,
perfect.
you will never you will never find a
Yeah, so
perfect
we have our
person.
own flaws.
Yeah, even I have my
Yeah.
own flaws.
For example, you know that the Bible tells us not to lie. But there are points you're sure even you.
Yeah.
The time I called you, I told you, what time are you going to arrive? You arrived, you told me 10 minutes, you arrived 30 minutes later. So you have what? You have lied in that case.
Yeah, even
But
the book of lying has.
that's why I don't want us to pin people, oh, this one knows the Bible, but there is knowing the word and you practice it. That sometimes you may have some weaknesses.
True.
But God is rooted in you. The word of God is rooted in you. Why? Because if you have issues, you will run to God, and definitely this person, if a sin is rooted in this person, they'll somehow wake up
Yeah.
and remember that, oh, something is not right. You see what I'm saying? Something is not right. Let me put it right. Because the word of God is what? Is rooted in them. A person who is rooted in the word, they may somehow have some blunders,
True.
but they recover quickly.
Yeah. That's
Omusajja gwe katuli ku musajja ali handsome tasobola kubeera nga atya Katonda ng'amuteebye ddala n'asulawo omukazi mu nyumba n'agendera ddala
yeah. They can't.
ng'atya Katonda.
True. That is very, very.
You get what I'm saying? That is why before you consider anything, all those things we've been talking about, the six-pack, the money, I want to tell you it is all vanity.
True.
You can get someone
That's true.
who has something, are you hearing me? Has maybe like a job and, you know, you have somewhere to stay. And also to remind our fellow girls that a rich man or a person who is well off is not someone who displays mullah, as the campusers call it. In fact, I'll tell you that a person who displays mullah is a shobi, and they actually broke.
Yes. They can't even
baba bakalaba sen anti kati ndi mukugamba gwe obadde ogamba
That is
nti
very true.
No, kyembadde mugamba nti oyo gaya ajja okujja kulaga nti alina ssente. Tofuna interest emwagala. Ekitegeera. Ojja kati aneeragiddeko ne
yeah,
ssente
but
ze.
wabadde wangambye statement esooka nti handsome guy, that is what according to
Well,
your
in case
statement.
she's broke.
Nogamba in case he's
Auntie,
broke
your
at that
situation.
particular time. Nti at that particular time.
like
But I want us to
somebody that
accept.
saved you.
I want us, yes, okay. But I want us to accept that there is what we call a process. And accept and pass where you're supposed to pass.
Exactly.
Tobuukawo
When you're
Vanessa.
running away from your brokenness, there is the Bible says that the time
Vanessa.
for everything, the time to be broke.
Vanessa.
Broke
Yes.
sister, ya big guy.
Vanessa, accept the process.
I need to be
Listen,
saved, Akatuma.
accept the process. Because at the end of the day, everything we go through, God sees it. There is nothing we go through
Yeah.
that God does
And
not
he
see.
tests us sometimes.
And at the end of the day, and there is no a testimony without a test. We need to
Yeah.
stop wanting to love things that rush us.
No, it's not trash.
Ebintu
These months have been many. And they really need to be saved.
Yeah, but 6 months are not made. There are those who have been there for 10 years.
They are used.
And at the end of
Who can be used to bad situation? No.
And at the end of the day, things become better. And also, girls, try to look at the vision of the man.
Yes.
Vanessa,
Kati,
hear me here
these
on
people
this.
abatukwana. Awo
Bwebagwira,
agenda kujja ne showbiz tojja kufuna interest mu byayogera. Ajja kuba akuinsatinze muli nti I have the money. If you want the money, I have it. Okitegeera. Katugeze you haven't accepted him, then you're giving him some time. Yajja kutwala shopping and you'll be like, Ashujja to losing interest in loving him. And you'll be after his what? His money, of which it is not good. Nay, a guy will come, tell you words. Ajja kutabbira. Akutabbire kati it is ojja kulanga n'omutima gwe nyini guli gunda. And mainly if you start seeing the qualities you wanted. Because obviously you're mutually God fearing, that is extraordinary. Tekisangibwa.
Okay.
Naku zino bakoowu.
Naye nga weebali.
Kyo weebali.
Your perspective tulina ogikyusa nti there are so many men that are
There are
God
many,
fearing.
kati obuzibu for us we are meeting those who are not among the men. Okitegeera.
Anti you've not given it an opportunity oluusi bw'ogaana obabuuka amayo kitegeera
Yeah.
oluusi obabuuka
Simala gabuuka.
notabawa opportunity kubawuliriza. And by the way, to also remind our brothers that are watching us that if you're interested in a girl, please don't bring your showbiz because oyagala birala. Yeah, because a man who is interested in a girl, they will not, yes, they may give you if they've chosen to, which is actually a good thing, but they don't begin by splashing.
Yeah, your money, this love.
Really, Becky, are you right on that?
They don't begin by splashing. He can decide to give it to you, but I want you to differentiate between giving me and showing me that I have a lot of money.
Or because
you want me to accept.
the first place that you're after that.
Now that's where some of them lose it.
Kati olaba safer. Me, you really can't come with money laws. I will love you. If I'm not, Kati these days, I'm interested. I really want a relationship. Ne, yagalanga. Really smooth.
But in the first place, how do you introduce yourself to this guy? Almost you could be like, you also come to him, or Omulagoli so way up there in the sky. You should answer that question yourself. What do you expect him to do? Amazing himself is again at that false image and it's you yourself creating that.
A guy can show you into innocent. They'll come meet you. Hi, you be like hello. You keep quiet. Because si chinu njate kudami batakubuziza.
Okay.
How are you? Can I get you a drink? Ombuza, can I get you a drink? Nkugambe no.
No, you can say I can afford it.
Akuba kweraga.
Ne weematiramu ko bannange n'abawala tigo okwematiramu. Nga bikukyukira bitya?
What's wrong with that?
Nga bikukyukira bitya? Kyokka Vanessa.
Kati olokuba ka drink kakitegeeza nkukkiriza.
No.
Thank you for buying your drinks.
Yeah, but sometimes you kwematiramuko. Yeah, because they bought for your drink, which is actually, that's also cheapening yourself. Nze nabagamba, I keep telling you, when you don't love a guy, or you feel you will not love them, a sentence of Papa Zilia.
I don't waste that time. When basigenda kwagala, I be open to ngam kama wanje. Ofubyo okweyogerako n'ebiganja.
That is a lie. You cannot tell on the first time.
No, see first time.
No, you cannot tell. Only that one can just come and say it. Because I think we girls, we grow into loving people. While
love just grows.
No, while for the guys, I think for them they just love immediately.
Well, back to my point, we have to conclude this matter. And of course, having the God-fearing bit and the vision, we need the realistic of the vision. How real is it? Because most of the men tell us abawala temukiririza mu vision yaffe, abawala baagala television mu kifo kya vision, naye nga sometimes waliwo omuntu ajja mu butuufu mu bulamu bwo nga ayogera nti alina vision. You know, they have a vision. A vision is where you're headed, but they bakyogerako naye tewaliyo tewali na step. Exactly, you said it so well.
It's okay. Nange sina wendi kugamba nti I'm not bribing.
And you believe in them and you help them out.
Eyo si problem okubelivinga. Even helping is not a problem. Because yemukoma okwezimba, you reach somewhere good. Okitegeera mwene mbanga muli comfortable with what you have. But let me tell you something. Eliyo musajja akugamba katika tugeze nakugamba ina plan. You can date a man naye nga talina na plan ya bulamu bwo. Kale, at least tell me your future plans. Tell me the plans you have in your head. Nyoyemba sili inclusive.
Anti kati ezo ze vision zetwogerako.
Yes,
naye anti how realistic. How realistic are they? Okiraba. Si waliwo omuntu ayinza okugamba ekintu. Of course we ought to believe in them, but there are some things a person will tell you they've not even taken any initiative. Ali mukugamba njagala wano ye direction yange naye ate tanatwala yadde step because at the end of the day omwana tatambula. Okay, I'll give you an example. Maybe someone says they want to be, what should I call it? Someone tells you ayina ekintu kyagala okubeera. Let me give an example.
Pastor.
Oh, we give a powerful pastor. Okay, someone wants to be a powerful pastor, but they don't know the word. They do not pray.
Yes.
Ate nga goina dream eyokubeera
Mrs. Musumba.
Mrs. Musumba.
Yes,
okitegeera naye ate waba oli ng'oli atuteste they know how to pray they probably started a church oweeyungako nti church ne bweba ntono church ne bwe kati nno twogeredde mu church perspective but there are also some other things someone will tell you nange tusula mu kazigo naye neeraba nga nzimbye ennyumba naye nga mazima gali nti n'akalimu akamuwa emitwalo 10 takalina ate takanoonya okitegeera kyenkugamba takalina naye nokkanoonya takanoonya ali awo asabiriza oba bawala nga bwogambye these days waliyo n'abasajja abakola ki abakuula You've experienced that?
I've ever.
Okay, who is a handsome man is still our topic today, and of course I'll still also come to the physical bits. We cannot overlook reality. Yes. Every person, every girl loves something that looks good. Our dear brothers, the way you will say, oh, this girl has a beautiful smile, she has beautiful eyes, all those things. We also at some point look at those things, and what are some of those things? Mind your order. My brothers, mulimu abaami nga bo tebaagala kunaaba oyogera bubi oyogera bubi but my brothers over there that are watching us, we need to mind our order. Kera omukyala aleme oba a girlfriend aleme kujjukiza nti you have to brush your teeth, oyinza sa okubanga sometimes toyina ngoye nyingi olina ka t-shirt kamu naye koze kagolole and appear in public nga you are smart enough okitegeera ng'omuntu ali presentable. Sometimes you don't actually need to have much. Ng'omuwala wayinza okubeerawo n'atakkiriza mimwaje kukala n'ateekako ka lip balm, so it's also important. And then a handsome guy, guys, the way you speak to a girl, the way you speak to your fellow people matters. Waliwo guy ayogera nawe ne weekanga. How do you speak? How do you speak to the people? How do you present yourself? You are calling a girl, but you don't even know how to speak to them. And sometimes probably they've gotten an issue. You do not even know how to express yourself. All comes still to beauty.
And I'm crying.
Have you ever dated
have you
ever dated a guy whom they call ogenda kukola otya
nga bwagamba
there are those guys naye buli lwomugamba ekizibu kyo kati ogenda kukola otya not even devising a solution for you. It doesn't mean nti olwokuba nina problem solving but if I come and talk to you, there is a way you can help me. But if I have a problem of money, it doesn't mean you give me money. You can also give me the comfort I need in that time.
It's not about money. Especially ladies, emotions. They are more into emotion comfort. And I think that by the if a gentleman must appear handsome, the way you handle the emotions of a woman matters.
And they switch with, like, for example, for me, I can be happy this minute, after 10 minutes. That's
a lady.
And that's all of us. That's how we are. So
and the most disappointing thing. This is Rest TV, and of course, we expect that the highest audience could be believers and churchmen. The most disappointing thing is that these men that are probably not so much buried into God, because that's what the number one priority and the number one thing that a Christian girl would consider is, of course, a man that fears God. Naye ate ebino ebintu ekikwewunyisa abantu bano abatatya Katonda babimasterinze. They know how to support a woman emotionally.
And that's
you get what I'm saying? And that is what all girls need. So a handsome man, for you to appear handsome, you must know how to handle the emotions of a girl.
True. You can have a guy. He doesn't give you a lot, but because he gives you that comfort you need. Novela onga, but you're stressed. You'll be like, I know who to call. And there is a guy you can date.
And every time you have a problem,
you can't even speak to that guy.
Talk to someone else.
He will not welcome you who are comforting, who kakanya. Because not all the time we want money. Not all the time we want to get a lot of luxurious things. Yeah. But give me that comfort I need also.
Okay.
Attention.
Oh, of course, every woman needs that. So, yeah, you've heard it from the girls. And you could probably be there asking yourself, waliwo oluusi wetwekwasa emyoyo gya rejection, of course from all sides, naye nga tetukoze bintu birina kukolebwa. You see my point? Yeah, nga we've not done what we are actually supposed to do.
Actually, Becky, like that point, what she was saying, see, by the time I don't talk to you when I have a problem, it simply means you're not mine. You've not yet covered every single part of my life.
Okay.
At least when in case you're in my life, it means every single time I get a problem, you should be the first person in my mind. At least we share the pain, even joy, even in happy moments. You should still be the person.
Yeah, because now if a man must appear handsome to me, they must be even willing to listen to my issues.
Yeah.
Yes.
That I have.
Not because I have an issue you criticize.
Yeah.
No.
That sometimes you may not even give me cash, like you have said.
You
But
tell
you.
us you're having headache. Nakugamba nkole ntya. You're like,
That's so mean.
And of course, just to remind you that we are there to cover your love issues and love things. You have a surprise for anybody. You know, you want to surprise your girlfriend, you have a birthday party, you have a bridal shower, baby shower, and all those things. Just reach me on that number on your screen. Yeah, and we'll be available for you. Today was a very interesting topic. Who is a handsome man? And of course, I happen to host these lovely girls, the campusers, to hear their view of who a handsome man is. Of course, and they're going to be concluding each in a minute. Yeah, and we will wish you a lovely evening.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
Say hi.
Yeah, conclude.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm also happy to be here, and thank you all for viewing. Send our greetings to our friends, my friends, my family, yeah, and all those. Yes, I'm an artist, all those who love and support my music. God
Okay,
bless you.
Bambi.
yes, thank you for watching Rest TV. Hope you enjoyed the show. Yeah. Guys there, sort yourselves. As we girls are sorting ourselves. You
Okay.
should also sort yourselves. Now, shout out to all my friends at UMCAT. Yeah, I'm here.
Representing.
Next time, they're the other side.
Yeah, and of course to conclude it all.
And to Becky too.
Thank you.
Thank you for hosting.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
and
know
just to
you're watching.
conclude it, guys, a handsome man above it all is a man with a good heart, a heart of God. Stay on Rest TV
One
and
last person.
yeah,
Okay.
stay on Rest TV and don't change. Bye, guys. Give them a kiss. Mwah.